International quickies. Billy Madison is a Sparks 27 years old main child. All he does is drink, play silly pranks with his friends, and stare at magazines for hours. He hasn't grown a day since middle school, much to his father, Brian's annoyance. Brian is the founder of one of the largest restaurant chains in the US. He always had the wish to pass on his fortune to his son, but because of Billy's lifestyle, he's rethinking the decision. One day, Brian invites his business associates for dinner at his house. Two of the guests are the company executives, Vice President Eric and Operations Manager Carl. Eric and Carl are close to Brian and help him make all the important decisions about the company. Brian wants to officially announce his retirement, but Billy interrupts him every time he starts to talk. Eric doesn't like Billy and does everything he can to keep him childish, so he wouldn't be appointed as chairman of the company. He makes faces at the Billy, making him yell gibberish. In the end, Brian yells at Billy to get out. Following that, he goes out with his friend to a fast food restaurant. As usual, they talk like kids and prank other people. Back in the mansion, Eric lays down all the childish things that Billy has said and done and convinces Brian he is not eligible to take over the business. Paul, on the other hand, claims that there is still hope for Billy, but Eric dismisses him. In reality, he wants to be promoted as a president, so he is doing everything in his power to remove his biggest competition. Later at night, Brian calls Billy to his study room to inform him of something big. He reveals that he has decided to hand the business over to Eric, who he thinks is the most competent and capable of being president. Billy is in shock because his father has never refused to give him something, let alone their family business. He argues that Eric is cruel and uncaring, but Brian is adamant about his decision. He reveals that back when Billy was in high school, he had bribed the high school teachers to give him passing grades. Not just that, but every grade Billy ever passed was because Brian somehow bribed a teacher, including the second grade, where he spelled back wrong and still passed. Since Billy is not even a high school graduate, there is no room for him to go against the decision. Desperate to be heard, Billy proposes a deal to his father. He promises to study in each grade of school for 2 weeks and pass them all. If he manages to do so, Brian will be sure of his worthiness and hand the company over to him. But if he doesn't, Eric will be named the president. What will happen next? Stay tuned to International Wikis.